Great. Thank you everyone so much for joining us today. We're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome and thank you all for joining Austin Coming Together, aka ACT, the Austin Community Hub, and the Journey Forward, and their partner organization, Employment and Employer Services, Inc., for this month's virtual Hub 101. My name is Janelle Martin, and I am the Hub Coordinator here with Austin Coming Together. As some of you may know or may be familiar with ACT already, ACT is a backbone agency for collective impact, serving a network of nonprofit, faith-based, public, and private member organizations. As part of ACT, the Austin Community Hub is a safe space to intentionally and thoughtfully engage disconnected families and individuals in collaboration with our member base to securely connect community members to holistic services such as career counseling, housing, continuing education, legal assistance, and much, much more. Part of these services include informing our community members about the different organizations we work with and the great resources and programs they have to offer. So we made Hub 101s. Today, we will be looking at next steps with the Journey Forward, whose mission is to uplift families on their journey to achieve goals that foster their emotional, financial, and personal successes while building thriving communities. We're going to start off with a presentation from the Journey Forward in E&ES, and then we'll move into a question and answer section. So please hold all your questions until the very end. If you have any, please feel free to type them in the chat, and we'll be sure to get to them at the end. And with that, I would like to introduce you all to Anne-Marie Fitzpatrick, the Journey Forward's Executive Director, Larry Fitzpatrick, E&ES's President and CEO, and Anissa Jones, E&ES's Senior Vice President, as well as the Journey Forward's Executive Vice President. The floor is all yours. Go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Janelle.
Thank you very much, Janelle. Are you going to show our slide deck? Awesome. Yep. Thank you so much. Well, let me begin by saying that we are absolutely delighted to be taking part in Austin Coming Together's Hub 101 presentation. My name, as Janelle said, is Anne-Marie Fitzpatrick. I'm the Executive Director of the Journey Forward, and really thrilled to have our partnering agency, Employment and Employer Services, with us today as well. Today we're talking about partnership, and we are really thrilled to have an extremely strong and excellent partner in Employment and Employer Services so that we can provide a full scope regarding our service delivery. And if you want to go ahead and move to the next slide, Janelle, thank you. Once again, as everyone can see on this slide, my name is Anne-Marie Fitzpatrick. Our partnering agency is Employment and Employer Services. The president and CEO is Larry Fitzpatrick, and Senior Vice President is Anissa Jones. And I'm just delighted to have them with me today so that we can tell you thoroughly about the services that we can provide to our agency partners, participants, as well as Austin residents. You can go to next slide, please.
Yeah, and again, this is Larry Fitzpatrick. I'm the President and CEO of Employment Employer Services. Really excited to be here tonight. Good afternoon to you all. We're really excited to talk about the services that we provide to the residents in the community of Austin. I'm an individual who grew up in the Austin community in the Galwood neighborhood, so I'm really excited to talk about the services that we're providing and through our partners, the City of Chicago. I'm also excited to introduce Anissa Jones, Senior Vice President of Employment and Human Services. I've been fortunate to work with Anissa for nearly 17 years and does a tremendous job overseeing our workforce and human services programs and partnering closely with Anne-Marie and her team as we carry out our work. Anissa?
Yeah, thank you, Larry. Thank you so much for having us today. Really looking forward to sharing some great information, and hopefully you all can benefit from our services. As Larry mentioned, my name is Anissa Jones. I'm a Senior Vice President with Employment and Employer Services. I am very fortunate to be able to partner with the Journey Forward. We primarily provide workforce services through Employment and Employer Services, and it's just really nice to be able to partner with the Journey Forward to get some more of our holistic needs met for our participants. Hopefully you guys will learn some new information today and figure out how we can partner and service you moving forward. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Larry and Anissa. So who we are, the Journey Forward is a nonprofit that provides a really full scope of social services that support our participants with the family-centered coaching service delivery model. We offer, through the support of a family coach, advocacy for every single family that we serve. And that family coach works really hard to partner with the family and advocate and coordinate all the resource delivery that a family may need to achieve their self-identified goals. Under the family-centered coaching service delivery model, we offer our financial capability program called Money Talks, which offers a full menu of financial education workshops and webinars, as well as one-on-one financial coaching. All services are provided by a certified financial coach, as well as our wellness and trauma services that are provided both individually as well as in group sessions by licensed clinicians. We are, again, so lucky to have our partner, Employment and Employer Services, that provides the workforce and employment services to these same families to really bring a full scope of service delivery.
Yeah, and let me just also add to that too, is that as an organization that focuses on career training and job placement assistance, we've been fortunate to work with some really great public partners, the City of Chicago, the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership, and other community organizations. And in the 40 years that we've been in existence, we've helped over 100,000 people get into good jobs and good training opportunities for them and their families, helping over almost 4,200 businesses, partnering with them to find the talent and so they can train them and grow them in their organizations. And from a taxpayer standpoint, and we obviously are accountable to you all taxpayers, for every dollar invested in our programs, we generate $5 back in a return on investment. But we'll talk more specifically about the services that we provide. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, Emery.
Yeah, next slide, please, Janelle. Thank you. So as partners, we are stronger together, and we really want to thank Austin Coming Together and the team that we worked with in preparation for Hub 101 today. Janelle Martin, Sandra Diaz, Dolly Sherman, and Alicia Ploman. This is such a great opportunity to present to the Austin community to share about both the Journey Forward and our partner, Employment Employer Services. And we truly are excited to partner with Austin Coming Together. We know the power of partnership, and we know that we're stronger together. And we look forward to providing all the services we're going to tell you about today to not only to the participants who are on Facebook Live today, hello to everybody, but as well as potential partnering agencies who are also on this call. So really and truly, thank you so much to Austin Coming Together and to all the potential partners out there. Next slide, please.
Great. So I am super excited to share with you one component of the services that the Journey Forward offers, which is family-centered coaching. And so this is a very important concept with our services because it provides the wraparound holistic services that we referenced earlier. Next slide, please. And so how we developed this, we came about providing these services to address several needs that we saw within Chicago residents. And so we know that families are placed with a variety of different issues and they're competing issues, right? Everything is a priority. And so we've tried to implement this model of family-centered coaching that really helps to meet the various needs of Chicago residents. And so we have a team of family coaches that work directly with individuals and families to be able to work with them and support them and get them connected to the different services that they may need. So, you know, you may have a need related to housing. You may also have a need related to childcare, another need related to food insecurities. And so our team is really here to help you coordinate those services, identify those resources, and then support you through the process of getting those services. Another really unique measure of our program is that we don't consider it case management. So we understand that individuals do not need to be managed. They don't need their lives managed, but we're here as a coach, a support, a guide to help you through your process. And so letting you really dictate and guide that and determine what that looks like for you and your family. but being there to be a support to help you navigate all that. And another really key important component of our services is that we offer wellness and trauma. So as a result of COVID and then other issues that we're facing in our city, we know that folks are really challenged with different issues that are impacting their emotional and mental health. And so we do have wellness and trauma specialists that offer services free of charge to be able to help you navigate and support you with some of those barriers. And again, we know COVID has presented different challenges that can include health concerns, limited childcare, as well as other competing concerns that we see, sometimes throughout the city. So we're here to provide those services and supports. So next slide, please. So how can we assist? I referenced before that we're here as a guide and a support for you, and really helping to address some of those more immediate needs, but also importantly, helping you to set goals. So what are your hopes and dreams? What are your aspirations? What are things that you want to achieve? And our team helps you explore that. Maybe you haven't thought of that. Maybe nobody's asked you about that. So our family coaches really jump in to help you think big and think beyond your current circumstances and help you develop a plan and goal setting to help you achieve those goals. A lot of times those goals may involve workforce services or needs. So we partner with, the Journey Forward partners with EMES to provide the supports around those employment needs. So as Larry mentioned earlier, we do job readiness training as well as subsidized placement, which is a direct job training on the job where EMES will cover and support the wages for that. And this here also provides another description of what our holistic services are. So we provide a comprehensive view of family needs, goals, and resource coordination. And one thing I really want to highlight here is that family is who you define as family. So we understand that, everybody's family dynamic looks differently. We're not here to define that for you. So you let us know, how do you define your family and how we can provide those supports to you. And so whoever you identify as your family member are individuals that we can help and support, because we understand that you as that head of household need their investment in the process too. So we don't want to discourage anybody from taking advantage of the services that we offer. So we're supporting that family holistically. We're doing services both virtually and in person. So we do run our family center coaching program through the Department of Family and Supportive Services. And we are out at the various community service locations throughout the city of Chicago. And so we're meeting with folks there, but also we will meet you where you are at. You will meet partners where their participants are at. We will meet participants where you are at. So if that means meeting at the local McDonald's, meeting at Starbucks, meeting at the local library, we are excited and willing to come out into the community to serve you, to get your needs addressed and met. And, again, a real cornerstone of this service is that you are the expert in this process. So you tell us how often you want to meet with us, what you want to meet with us on, how we can best support you, and you guide and dictate that. We're just there as a support to you to help you through the process. Next slide. And primarily who we serve. So we are working with Chicago residents that are adults, 18 years of age and older, for the enrollment piece, right? But like I mentioned earlier, we work with the entire family. So we give you services and resources for your small children. If you have seniors in your household, we work with the seniors as well to get them linked to services, and everybody in between. So any type of services that the household and family needs, we're there to provide a support, but you do have to be 18 years of age or older to actually enroll in our services. We are focused on individuals that have low to moderate income, those that are unemployed or underemployed, individuals that have limited workplace knowledge. And then we have a very particular focus on returning citizens, English language learners, as well as individuals that are homeless or at risk of homelessness. But we are not limited to servicing those individuals. So we can service anybody that meets these other qualifications for the services, but we do want to highlight that this is a priority population for us that we are seeking to work with, but in any individual that meets the other qualifiers are also eligible for our services. Next slide, please. So family center coaching, some of the basics about this, I've covered some of this already, but want to also highlight that this is a strength-based model. So we are building off of what your strengths are, things that you are really good at. And again, sometimes we're just not asked or know how to answer those questions. So you have a coach that really is there to help and support you with figuring out what is that, yeah. So, I'm always the person that people come to talk or for advice. So that's a strength. It may not be something that you would just readily go to but that is a strength that could also help you with achieving some of those other goals that you have. So helping you to pull those out and then helping you understand how to apply those to the goals and dreams that you set for yourself. So how do you apply those skills and those strengths that you've identified to be able to reach those milestones that you want to achieve? Again, we service all members of the family. We work on multiple needs at one time. So we're never going to say, well, you know what, we got to address this first before you can do, the next step in your process. We understand that life happens. There's a lot of things that are all happening at the same time. And you can't just focus all the time on just one thing at a time. So we're there to help you navigate and figure that out. And we know it can be hard to navigate a lot of the resources throughout the city of Chicago. And so to have somebody by your team as a support to facilitate that is really unmatched. So we really pride ourselves on that support that our family coaches provide you through that service. Like I said, the family coach is your advocate throughout that process. So again, navigating some of these resources and services can be challenging, and you don't know how to necessarily advocate for yourself. So we do have family coaches that can be there to help you figure out how to have that conversation with public aid, or how to, have that conversation with the unemployment office, or how to appeal that SSI denial, right? And so, you have somebody in your corner through every step of the process to really support you. Next slide, please. So how does it work? We've tried to outline for you just real high level about what the steps look like from beginning to end. And so at the end of this slide, you will find out you'll find out how you can contact us for services. So you contact us, you request our family center coaching services. From that point, you will have a joint meeting with our Journey Forward family coach and then our ENES career navigator. And as a result of that meeting, we'll identify what your needs are, what your interests are, and then from there, help you set what your goals and action plan will look like related to those service needs that you have. And then from there, you'll work with that family coach to coordinate those resources and services that you need. Your career navigator will also be involved within that process to help address your employment needs. And then you have these regular coaching sessions that, again, are identified and established by you in terms of what your frequency looks like, the where, the time, to really make sure that we're meeting your needs in that process. And then hopefully you graduate. You set your goals, you meet your goals, you graduate from the program, and you stay in a phase of maintenance and maintaining those goals. But again, we know life can happen, right? There may be something else that happens after you've stabilized and you're living your dream and those goals, and then something happens in your life that requires you to then go back to the drawing board to figure out, okay, how do I move forward past this new circumstance, right? And so we are still there as an open door for you to come back and receive services as you need them. And now I will turn it over back to Anne-Marie, who's going to give you an example of a success that we've had through our partnership with the Journey Forward.
Thank you so much, Anissa. Yes, I'm going to introduce you to one of our participants by the name of Darlene. And she came to us, to the Journey Forward, through our partner, the United States Probation Office. And she had just been released after being incarcerated for over 3 years. And she's just a really impressive young woman who came to us really eager and really just striving to get her life back on track. And we understood with Darlene, as we do with many of our participants, that she had really some complex, concurrent and competing problems. And particularly for our returning citizens, these issues can really derail people in their efforts to get their life back on track. In Darlene's case, she had some fractured family relationships. She was really afraid of recidivism. She was so afraid to fall back in those patterns and in those groups and friendships that really led her to her incarceration. And she was having some difficulty finding employment and housing, and that's just to name a few of her challenges. So Darlene really came to us and received all the services that the Journey Forward has to provide. She worked really hard with her family coach, who coordinated her service delivery, who met with her and listened to her, connected her with services for our wellness and trauma, as well as with our financial coaching and our career navigators. One thing that I absolutely love about this service delivery model of family-centered coaching is that we acknowledge our participants as the experts in their own lives. Inherent in this service delivery is respect. And we really listened to Darlene, who really had a lot going for her. She met with her financial coach, who pulled her credit report, took her through it line by line, reviewed it, addressed things with her that were causing her issues. She had some issues related to her student loans that went into default while she was in incarceration, which there are some protections for our incarcerated participants, and address those with her, as well as address some credit issues and things that went into collection and default while she was incarcerated, and helped her get her driver's license, which had expired while she was incarcerated. In addition, the family coach connected Darlene to a career navigator who really helped her prepare, get a resume together, interviewing skills, really kind of gain some confidence regarding her job search. While she was meeting with her career navigator, she shared that she really was interested in getting her CDL truck driving certification. And the career navigator connected her with an E&ES career coach who got her enrolled in the WIOA certification program, in which she is involved with attaining right now. Darlene is just a really impressive gal, very eager to meet her goals. She continues to work with her family coach and career coach. She's graduated from the financial education piece of it. And to be honest, we're really proud to be a part of Darlene's story. And she knows that we are here for her. And as she achieves the goals that she initially set, she starts to add new goals, and we continue to work with her on her journey to really meeting her dreams and getting her life back on track. Next slide, please. So the Money Talks Financial Capability Program really played a large part in the services that we provided Darlene, but really play a large part in all the services we provide. We really recognize financial education and financial knowledge as a critical piece to self-sufficiency. We work with so many people who come to us who are full of anxiety and who are struggling with financial issues. And we know that this is really a wellness issue, because when you have financial anxiety, it permeates every other area of your life. And we're very proud of the Money Talks Financial Capability Program that really can help to alleviate some of that financial anxiety. Next slide, please. We offer a full menu of financial education workshops. We offer a total of 12. And they address topics such as budgeting, understanding credit, addressing credit issues, rental topics, knowing your rights as a renter, home purchasing in our home buying basics workshop, as well as how to protect your identity and other assets in managing student loan debt, just to name a few of the topics that we address in our financial education workshops. We partner these workshops with one-on-one financial coaching. Again, all services are provided 100% free of charge by a certified financial coach. And in the one-on-one financial coaching, you can expect that your financial coach will help you put together your plan. We help people develop a financial budget, which is really your financial GPS. It gets you from where you are to where you want to be. And really and truly, anything in life, when we try to achieve it, what do we need? We need our plan. And that's what the financial coach does for our participants, really listens to them. What is it that you're hoping to achieve? What are your hurdles? What are your concerns? What are your issues that we can help you address? We will pull their credit report, take them through it line by line, help them understand what's being reported about them, as well as address credit issues, as well as introduce them to banking and credit products that can lead to a firmer financial footing. One of the many benefits to the Journey Forward is that we have banking partners that support this program. They recognize that we work with people who've had some really unique financial challenges, and they provide wonderful products that are not open to the public, but open to people coming through our program, such as second chance checking, second chance savings, credit builder products, secured credit cards, things that can help people start to get that established credit profile. In addition to that, our financial coaches can connect you to other additional resources to support participants in achieving their goals. Typically, we offer all our services in person, but now we offer them however makes sense for our participants as well as our partnering agencies. We do it all. We do it in person. We do it virtually. As Anissa said, we will meet people where they're at in order to make these important services accessible to those that we are serving. Next slide, please.
So now I will talk about our wellness and trauma services. I referenced these earlier on, but we'll just go into a bit more detail about this. This is what I believe to be one of our most important components of what the Journey Forward offers. We know that to achieve goals and your hopes and dreams, you have to be well. And so we understood the importance of investing in a wellness and trauma specialist that is on our team that can, again, provide these services free of charge to all participants that are enrolled in our Family Center coaching services, which includes one-on-one counseling, group counseling, emotional intelligence training, as well as family counseling. Next slide, please. So the importance of wellness, we understand that, we have to have very healthy habits and practices to be able to, again, achieve those goals that we have, and that our whole family is impacted by any type of wellness issues that we have. So our services, again, even the wellness services, are open to anybody that's in that household. And we cover different topics that are really helping us to understand how to navigate life and some of the challenges that are coming along with that, and helping people to just understand overall how not being well or having challenges with your mental health impacts other areas of your life. So if you're dealing with stress, anxiety, trauma, grief, you can't really move past those to be able to obtain employment or to enroll in school. So you really have to get those supports in place to be able to help you to move forward and move to those next steps. And so also we've seen that impact job retention. So again, on the E&ES side, where we're working with individuals on workforce, partnering these wellness services along with workforce services have proven to be very helpful and beneficial for people to just, get that extra support and push along with that family coach to be able to move to those next steps. Our wellness topics, which are offered via our group counseling and psychosocial educational workshops, include a variety of topics and a wider range of topics. What we try to do is look at what the needs are of the participants. So those that are coming in for the services, what are we seeing patterns of? What are they asking for? And then really helping to cater our group services around what your interests and needs are very specifically. Again, right now we're doing these virtually. We generally do them in person, but right now, because of COVID, we are doing things virtually, but we are able to adjust and accommodate participants, any way that we can in terms of our group settings. Now, our one-on-one counseling is primarily being offered right now in person. We do have a virtual option for individuals who need those services or prefer that. That's what they're more comfortable with. But we are providing 90% of those services right now in person through one of our office locations or in a community setting for individuals to receive those services. So now I will turn it over to Larry, who will talk about our workforce services that are offered by E&ES.
Thank you, Anissa. Janelle, next slide, please. So before I get into the next set of slides, I really want to talk about how transformative what we're offering here. As Amory laid out, And as Anissa has laid out, the family-centered coaching coupled with the Money Talks program, coupled with wellness and trauma. And then part of that is what we provide as employment employer services is the skills training employment. We have specific resources for residents in the Austin community to address short-term employment needs or long-term skills training for career building opportunities. And so I'm going to get into that. And I've been fortunate to do this work for nearly 35 years. And to me, the work we do is so important, and we're here to help you. And I'm so excited about the fact that we now have a partnership with the Journey Forward to provide this whole array of comprehensive wraparound services, because as they both said, it's not just one set of needs, it's a variety of needs. So next slide, please. So specifically for those who are seeking employment immediately, and obviously with COVID, we've had high unemployment and underemployment, and we have specific programming here in the city of Chicago through our partner, the Department of Family and Support Services. Like Anissa mentioned, we're at their West Side Community Service Center, but we provide two forms of workforce services. One, which is considered employment preparation and placement, which is working with individual participants, providing them job readiness, but then specifically working with our business partners. We have over 4,100 business partners who work with us, who are looking for talent, who are looking for skills training, and they come to us to partner and broker you, the job seeker, with them and their employment needs. And so we have specific opportunities and job orders right now in transportation, distribution, and logistics, as some people refer to as TDL, information technology, manufacturing, healthcare, hospitality and food service, and banking and finance. And so this program is specific through our career navigators to provide rapid reemployment with the jobs that we have with our business service representatives. Next slide, please. For those individuals who, based upon work history or maybe a gap in work history, obviously there's an opportunity to leverage what we call transitional jobs. And what we do is provide job opportunities for our participants where the employer, we help them to kind of do a tryout employment. So for 8 weeks, that participant is on our payroll where they're getting skills training on the job, coupled with the fact that we provide resume development, interviewing techniques. But in that subsidized employment period, it's typically 8 weeks at 25 hours a week. We're the employer of record, but it's an opportunity to bridge that participant into a job while eventually they get hired on by the employer. Now, in today's economy, lots of jobs are out there. We have lots of businesses who are looking to hire. So transitional jobs may not be necessary. So depending on what the needs of the participant is and the participant of the job order and the business that we're working with, it could be right to the direct placement. But transitional jobs is a great opportunity to kind of bridge that skills gap and that work history gap for those individuals who have that situation. The other thing that we bring to the table is we're fortunate to be operating an American Job Center in nearby West Suburban Maywood. And in that West Suburban Cook County American Job Center, it serves not just the West Suburban Cook, but it also serves the West Side. There we provide not just job placement assistance, but we have access to skills training dollars, vocational training dollars, on the job training, and more intensive skills training that helps participants. And like Amory was laying out in the example and the success for Darlene, that's an individual who was working with the Journey Forward, working with E&ES under the Career Navigator, but then needed additional training to become a truck driver. And so then we connected him to a career coach who also works in that area under the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act at the American Job Center, and then connected them to that. So we have a whole variety of ways to help individuals with their skills and career needs. Some of it's direct placement, some of it's subsidized employment, some of it is vocational training and on-the-job training. We have a whole menu of resources to help you as well as to partner with businesses. And specifically in the Austin community, we have resources right now on the ground to help you. We're at the West Side Community Service Center that the city has. We're in the West Side or West Suburban Community, West Side West Suburban Cook County American Job Center, but we have boots on the ground here. And then with our partner in the Journey Forward, we provide more services. And so we're here to help. And like I said, we've got lots of businesses. We have a lot of employment needs, and they're looking to work with you, work with us, and we'll make that connection. Next slide.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
like to
thank
hand
you,
it to you,
Larry
Ann.
and Anissa. You've heard a lot from us about what we provide, and I'm really excited to introduce you to Crystal, who you're going to hear it directly in her own words about her experience and the impact of what the Journey Forward and Employment Employer Services have done for her and in partnership with her and under the leadership and the advocacy of her family coach. Crystal is a participant who's been working with us for almost a year. She's been extremely engaged and successful in meeting her self-identified goals. When she came to us, she was looking for work, she was looking for housing, and trying to change really the trajectory of her life. She was feeling very vulnerable as a mother, and she knew she needed help. So you're going to hear from Crystal, who continues to work with her family coach, her financial coach, and career navigator to this very day. Hi, Crystal. Can you tell us a little bit about what brought you to the Journey Forward? What were your struggles at the time that you came to us? And what were your hopes and dreams at that time for you and your family?
Okay. What brought me to the Journey Forward was me starting to piece my life together and finding out that what is told is the right way wasn't generating the results that I thought I would see. So I started becoming discouraged. I don't remember how I came in contact with the Journey Forward, but I'm happy that I did. I wanted to find more financial stability. I wanted my kids to be able to experience a life that I hear about that for whatever reason, no matter what I did, I wasn't able to provide. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, I forgot that last question.
What were your hopes and dreams at the time for your family? What were you really, when you came to the Journey Forward, what did you think we could do to assist you?
Well, I know that my hope and dream was that myself and my children would be able to achieve the American dream. And that's really life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. One of the doubts that I had with joining initially was that it would be like every other agency where they send you to one other person and you never get a call back. And I wasn't hopeful that it would work, but I was at a point where I have to try anything that says that they will assist.
And what was your experience at the Journey Forward? Did everybody follow through? Did we help you?
Oh my gosh. So meeting you, Anne Marie, was like the best part of my life. You definitely taught me that financial freedom is definitely a way. And we even talked about other stuff like education. Like we became more than a financial advisor or coach. You became like family, like my family knows who you are. So it was like a very holistic thing, just meeting you, and you put me in contact with Stanley Brown from Employment Services. And even though I was in the process of finding a job, I asked him if he can become my professional advisor, because he was really good with listening to some things I wanted outside of work that was work related, like organizations that work with the population that I deal with. And he went outside of the scope of his responsibility to put me in connection with other resources that will help me in my job that I my career that I so desperately needed all this time. And then there was Wendy, which is a life coach, and she follows up. And then she feels like she's bothering you, so she'll say, well, no, you call me, and with life being busy, if you don't contact her, she'll follow up and let you know what resources she's found for you and your children, like with furniture or outings, mental health resources or therapy, whatever may be needed to make a person a complete person. she followed up and made sure that that happened. And one of the things about Journey Forward that I have come to see within the referrals that you sent me is everybody cares, and it just seems like everyone talks to each other and they really care about making sure that this one life is going to be worth it.
That's wonderful. So tell me about your life now. How have you moved forward from when we initially connected to where you are now?
When we initially connected, I was a bit of a mess. I was living in a place that was completely terrible. I had a 6-year-old who was independent, who liked to eat his own peanut butter and jelly. And one of the things that let me know I need to do whatever is needed is that he made peanut butter and jelly, and it had red droppings in the bread. And yeah, that was pretty much enough for me. So with talking to you and working on my credit, I ended up getting a great enough credit score where I was able to do something I said when I was a teenager. I want to live downtown with floor-to-ceiling windows. And that was my dream. And working with you and Journey Forward, it definitely happened. But the greatest gift outside of my dream of wanting these was when my 6-year-old came to me and we were looking out of the window and he was like, "Mom, I live on top of the world."
Oh.
I was like, so forget the fact that this was my dream. It touched him, and it just made me want to continue going forward. And so that's when I say that holistic like treatment that you get from Journey Forward, like speaking to people even about this and them helping you to make sure that your kid will always hold that same enthusiasm and hope. I don't know like how much more I can say, but it's definitely, oh my gosh, it's been life changing. I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. I know how to manage little money, more money, or whatever, how to save. And oh my gosh, everything is just great. I don't want to cry, but I can buy vitamins, and I was interested in yoga, always have been, and now I can pay for yoga. I can pay for my 14-year-old to go to boxing classes, and he can change his mind and say MMA. And Journey Forward, like I don't know if it's their job to do, but if I say something like this, they automatically look for resources, especially if they know that it will provide happiness in your life. And I was starting getting confused about what is this program really supposed to be, because there are a lot of programs and workshops. This is one that actually works.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So glad that our team, you had the opportunity to work with a financial coach, a career navigator, and a family coach. And really that's what the Journey Forward's about, to work together as a team to meet all the needs of a family. So thank you so much, Crystal. So generous of you to share your story today with us.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to even be able to change my story. Like, I don't want to cry, and I'm trying my very best, but I just want everybody who comes in contact with Journey Forward to know, if you do the work, that you guys definitely will follow up, work with you, and yeah, you make lives better, and I'm so proud.
Oh, thank you. So that is one of our participants, Crystal, who, as I said, continues to work with us. She works with her family coach as well as her financial coach still. And she's really just an excellent example of how this partnership with Employment Employer Services really worked to meet the needs of her family. She not only received services for herself, but also for her children. And we're just really proud once again to be a part of her story. Janelle, do you want to put up that slide again? Great. So, you know, in the spirit of Austin coming together, it is all, you know, I just want to invite everyone, including agencies and participants, to reach out to us, the Journey Forward and Employment and Employer Services. And let's explore ways in which we can work together to better serve the participants. I know that in particular, our partnering agencies, we're all eager to help people find the success, define their goals, and really do for their families what they're hoping to achieve. We, you know, for potential partners, we're happy to come out and present. We can do it in person or virtually. and really talk to your staff and find ways that the services we bring can enhance what you're already providing. It would certainly be our pleasure to do that. Next slide, please. And then for those of you who are in need of our services, please call the number that's listed on this slide, and our outreach team will be happy to tell you more about the services we provide and get you registered for an orientation and really join you in your journey to achieving your goals. You know, this is about a journey to wellness, to employment, to financial health, and beyond. So please take that first step to begin. And it would be our pleasure to join you on that journey. Thank you so much. Thank you to the Austin Coming Together team. We really appreciate this opportunity once again to present on your Hub 101. What a great platform to really spread the word, to let folks know that we are here to serve you, and it would be our pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. As Emery said, thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. And any questions that we could answer?
And Janelle, could you go back to the second to last slide? I just want to point out that we have a QR code there that if people want to just scan, you know, either partnering agencies or individuals, they can scan it with their phone and they'll see how easy it is to make a referral or to even send your own information if you would like, and we will reach out to you. In addition, on this slide is our program director, Lauren Seeger. Feel free to take a picture. She is fantastic. And if you'd like more information, we certainly welcome your inquiries.
My apologies about that. I was having some computer issues, but thank you so much for that presentation. That was some really great information. And, oh, I am so sorry. We do have some questions ready to go ahead and share. We have one from Karen Walsh, and it's, do I have to call or can I register online?
Well, that's a great question. Thank you so much for asking it. We, both agencies, the Journey Forward as well as Employment Employer Services, we have websites for the Journey Forward. It's www.thejourney-forward.org. And I'll let Larry speak, or Larry or Anissa speak to ENES, but we have a calendar of events that details all the different workshops and programming that we offer. It's very easy to register. If you don't have access to a computer, or if you're uncomfortable doing it that way, you know, certainly reach out to us directly. On that slide, we just showed the phone number where you can call and we'll help you get registered. And Larry or Anissa, you want to speak to ENES?
Yeah, our website is eesforjobs.com. But again, I think the best way is just to call that number, area code 312-429-5945. And a person will take that call, doesn't go to a voicemail, and we will then make that connection. Because as we laid out here just for a few minutes here, we've got resources to help you and your family, be it employment, be it wellness and trauma, be it financial capability, but a whole array of family-centered coaching. We pride on ourselves in being responsive. So call us and we will connect services to you immediately.
Yeah. And just to add to that, you know, through our partnership, we do joint meetings. So, you know, if you call that number that Larry referenced, you're going to find out about both services. You're going to find out about the family-centered coaching services as well as the workforce services all together. We do try to, you know, be respectful of people's time and be efficient. So we combine those things together to make it less stops for you through the process. So if you call that one number, you will get connected to both workforce as well as family-centered coaching services.
Thank you so much, all. And everyone who's watching, we will be sure to share all of ENES and the Journey Forward's contact information to anybody who registered. We can also toss it in the chat as well. And we'll send those emails out tomorrow and Thursday with this video once it's recorded and any contact information to go forward. We have a couple other questions. So do I have to go through all the services you have, or can I just choose one or two?
You can choose whatever services you need. I mean, we pride on ourselves in meeting you where you're at, finding out what your needs are, and then deciding what resources to provide. So it's like going into a grocery store. You decide what you specifically need, and we'll target our services accordingly.
Okay. And we have a question from Barbara. She asked, are these services just for those without jobs and housing, or can someone that has a job but needs other services like housing, childcare programs, can they participate in this?
Generally, yes, we are through the grant dollars we have with the city of Chicago. They're specifically for those who are unemployed or underemployed. But what we've seen these last 19 months, there are a lot of individuals who may be working, but still may be income eligible and underemployed. So it's best to call us, and it's our job to go through the process and get you included in the program. One of the things that I pride myself on is, yes, we have government resources, but our job is not to, put you through the ringer. Let's meet your needs, be responsive, and not burden you with all the administrative processes, which we have to do, but that's part of our job.
We like that part.
Yes. Yeah.
And Barbara, I would like to also second on that. If you are looking for services, you can also reach out to the Austin Community Hub, and we can look at connecting you with child care programs and other pieces as well. Will there be drug testing? One question is, now that marijuana is legal, what does that look like when it comes to your programs and services?
That is not part of the eligibility process, but when we're working with businesses, even though it is legal, marijuana is legal in Illinois, employers do have specific requirements. So if we know that there is a drug screen and the relationship we have with the participant, that may be an area that we'll have to find some workaround. But especially in transportation, healthcare, some of those things are just requirements of the industry. But to participate in our programs, both the Journey Forward and ENES, no, that is not a requirement, nor should it be.
Yeah. And we do have employers who do not do drug screenings.
Absolutely.
So to Larry's point, it's very specific industries and employers who may ask for that information. And so those opportunities just may not be the right fit. But we do have employers that, do not do drug screenings at all. So there are still opportunities out there.
Yeah, one of the things we pride on ourselves too is we partner with small businesses who are hiring for attitude and training for skills. Larger companies, which we do work with, have a lot more requirements, but working with small businesses, it's our job to identify those businesses that partner up with the participants we serve. And so not every employer is going to do a background check. Not every employer is going to do a drug screen. It all depends on that situation. And in many cases, we'll try to work with expungement or things of that nature. But it's our job to find solutions. It may be more challenging, but not, like Anissa says, not every employer does drug screening.
Thank you. Another question is, will you help me prepare a budget? What kind of financial services do you offer?
Oh, absolutely. We provide a full scope of financial services, starting with education. Unfortunately, for most Americans, financial education is not a part of a traditional educational system. So we start with educating, and then we make it very specific to the needs of our participants. We absolutely will help you put together a budget. We recognize that as a cornerstone of financial health, and then help you identify what your goals are beyond that. And, in some cases, it's growing yourself financially, and that's where the beautiful piece of our partnership, Employment Employer Services, comes in, where, you realize, wow, I'm underemployed. I'm not making enough money to really make ends meet and to live comfortably. And we incorporate the services of the family coach as well to address any needs that you may have. In addition to that, we can pull your credit report, take you through it, help you recognize what's hurting you, address issues that are hurting you. If you need to go through a dispute process, we do that. We do a lot with people with student loans. It seems that everybody we work with, whether they're a new grad or a grandma, has student loan debt, and it's really impacting people's financial trajectory. The debt to income ratio is completely out of whack because of all the student loan debt. So we even get on calls, the financial coach will get on a call with a loan servicer, help people understand, number one, what type of student loans they have. Are they direct student loans? Are they, whatever type of government student loan they have, or private student loan, whatever the case may be. And then we build a strategy on how to address the debt most efficiently and cost effectively, as well as introduce folks to different loan forgiveness programs if they're eligible, as well as help people get their student loans out of default and forbearance. So, we do a lot when it comes to financial capability. We also do housing counseling. So for folks who are, I work with a lot of people who are paying really high rents. Rents that are almost a mortgage, the cost of a mortgage. And what separates some of our participants is just that down payment. And maybe they need to improve their credit profile. So we work really strongly with our participants to grow that credit profile, as well as to vet out opportunities for down payment assistance, first-time buyer assistance, and we try to stack that assistance to make homeownership a dream for those who really maybe prior to working with us didn't think that was even a reality that could happen for them. So you name it, we do it. Everything concerning the journey forward is meeting the participants where they're at. I love that we recognize you as the experts in your own lives. You tell us what you hope to achieve. And that family coach will be your partner and your advocate to coordinate all the resources you need to succeed.
That's really, really great. Thank you so much, Anne Marie. To go along with the last asked question, what about bank accounts? Are you able to assist people in setting those up as well?
What we do is we, number one, educate people about banking services. Being banked is a really critical piece to financial wellness, not only for the ease and protection of money management, but also to establish that relationship with a bank, with a prospective lender. We have banking partners that support the Money Talks program, that provide goods and services to our participants that really aren't open to the public, but knowing they're coming through a financial education program. And maybe folks who have struggled to get banked, because the sad reality is not everybody can get a bank account. Maybe they've had some issues in the past and they are in the checks system, which is a reporting agency much like the credit bureaus, but it's for banks. And our banking partners, recognizing that we're working with people who've had some unique challenges, will do everything they can to help people access banking services. So absolutely, if you are not banked, if you are underbanked, if you are not happy with your banking relationship or have a family member struggling in this area, please have them connect with us. This is something that we really work hard to assist people with.
Thank you so much. What about transportation? So one question that is being asked is, what if I want to participate in your services and I want to do in person, or I do get started, but I don't have access to regular transportation? Do you have resources for that?
Absolutely, we do. We have support services specifically for participants. So to access services, to access interviews, their first couple of weeks on the job. It's our responsibility between the family coach and the career navigator to set up what the expectations are and where their needs are. And we do have resources, both grant funds we have, but also dollars that the Journey Forward is actually secured from some of its banking partners. So
exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and even like Crystal, you heard Crystal's story, an example of some supportive services that we provided. We helped her with some work appropriate clothing, transportation to and from work until she got her first pay, as well as transportation to other services for wellness and trauma. So we absolutely provide supportive services. There are some that are tied to our grant, but as Larry just said, through the journey forward, we even have a little more wiggle room for unique circumstances for folks who are really trying to meet some other basic needs. We had a client who moved into a new apartment, was accessing the services of one of our partners, Sharing Connections, and they charge an access fee, and the Journey Forward paid the access fee for her so that she could get desks for her children for school, as well as a twin bed for her young son.
Thank you. Another question we have is, do you provide assistance for evictions or navigating a participant who has an eviction in their past but is looking for a home now?
We are housing counselors, so yes, we do. We certainly, do everything in our power to educate people to avoid eviction. And given the current circumstances with COVID-19 and with the moratorium on evictions, and that of course is lifting, we know that this is a primary concern. So we are housing counselors in addition to being financial coaches. Everybody's situation is unique. We will certainly help people through that process. It can be a pretty devastating process. It's one that, obviously you want to avoid is an eviction. It's something that really can hurt you financially, and it's a legal process as well. So absolutely, our housing counselors are here to help with that.
Awesome. And it looks like we've got time for one more question. Just as a quick reminder, how much do your services cost?
Zero. No cost.
Free
no
of
fee.
charge.
Yep. All services are provided 100% free of charge. It's absolutely, you come to us, we will help you access whatever service best meets your need. Don't be shy about it. We know that it can be, sometimes the hardest thing is asking for the help, but please know that we're here for you. And it really would be our pleasure to be on your journey to success and help you put together your plan and put your steps to achieving those goals together.
Yeah, and for me personally, when I hear stories of Darlene and Crystal, that's what it's all about. I mean, this has been a vocation for me to use one's time, talent, and treasure. So to see the work and successes that Crystal and Darlene, and there's countless others like them, that's what it's all about. And then again, partnering with small businesses and investing in individuals and investing in families, investing in the community. That includes small businesses. That's what makes a difference. And so we're here to help. Again, I've got great partners in Anne-Marie and Anissa, and we've got a great team, and we are ready to help. I always say we stand at the ready. Just ask us, and we are here.
Yeah, and we do have a strong presence in the Austin community. We've partnered with Rock Church, Circle Urban Ministries. We're in the Garfield Community Service Center. So, please know that we are very familiar with the needs and also the concerns of the Austin community, and we are ready and able to serve.
I also want to thank Darnell Shields for his leadership with Austin coming together. Obviously, his team has been a great partner, and look forward to further partnering with you all. So thank you.
Absolutely. And thank you especially to Janelle, who really was so instrumental in coordinating this, and what a great time it's been. So thank you to everybody on the ACT team. And we're just delighted to be a part of the ACT teamwork. So really, really wonderful.
Absolutely. Yeah. And looking forward to partnering with all the organizations and your participants and everybody that's on here that's interested in services. We're, like Larry said, right at the ready to service you and meet you where you are.
Thank you so much, Larry, Anissa, and Anne-Marie. I greatly appreciate working with you. You have been incredible partners. And it's funny that you're thanking me because I was about to thank you all. And we actually got a comment from Candace P. Lord, and she wanted to say it was so good to meet everyone on your team. And she was very grateful for the information and to keep up the great work.
Oh, wow.
Oh, thank you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very nice.
But that is all the time we have today for our presentation. So I want to give ENES, the Journey Forward, a huge thank you. You have been incredible partners. I am so excited to be partnered with you, working with you, moving forward, and seeing what our teams can do together from here. If anybody is interested in connecting with ENES or the Journey Forward, please connect with us here at the Austin Community Hub. We will happily get you connected over to them. Our next Hub 101 will be Tuesday, October 26th. I actually am going to pop up our flyer for it right here. We will be partnering with Renaissance Social Services. The event, we're going to move from 4 to 5:15, and it will now be from 12:30 to 1:45. So anybody on your lunch break, if you're able to, go ahead and join us. It'll be on Facebook Live here again, and this information will be going out here soon. But again, thank you all, and that is all the time we have for today.
Okay.
Hey, thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Have a good night. Be safe. Be well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.